You find yourself hiking deep in the woods on a beautiful day. Everything seems perfect as you trudge along, hiking into the perfect scenery of the forest. You hear the sounds of nature. The sun is shining and the weather is perfect. And you feel like nothing can ruin this adventure. As the hours pass and the sun is beginning to set, you decide it's time to make your way out to head home. You remember your way out, at least you thought you did. You begin to notice a pile of boulders, once, and then twice. 3 times you know you just passed that same set of rocks. Surely you're wrong, you think as you continue down the path. Eventually you hear something. Is that someone whistling? You turn to look and see what looks like a giant shadow that seems to simply just vanish. Things don't just vanish, do they? A sudden gust of wind just chills you to your bones, and you start to wonder if you've been put under some sort of spell by angering the forest gods. Perhaps you should have picked up after yourself after your picnic in the woods. And maybe it wasn't a good idea to pick up that frog from the path and play with it. Maybe you should have respected the forest and the creatures, and the spirits of the forest would let you leave. So for this week, guys, let's dive deep into the Slavic mythology. We're going to learn about the forest demon god, the Leshy. Before looking through this new deck that I purchased, the Clash of the Cryptids, I had never heard about this god of the forest, the Leshy. I've never heard about it. So I'm really loving learning about the new cryptids and mythical creatures and trying in turn to teach you guys that maybe don't know about some of them. So it's been really, really fun. And have you guys heard about this Leshy before this? So guys, let's get started. Let's dive deep. The Leshy, or Leshiye for plural, is a demon god from Slavic mythology. They are spirits of the forest and marsh that protect and defend the animals that live there. Along with protecting the animals in the forest, it's also said they will tell animals when to migrate or when to prepare to hibernate for the winter. They are mostly benevolent or neutral to humans unless trying to protect the animals or their home. The Leshy do like to play tricks on those who disrespect nature, so it's good to know how to undo this sort of curse if they put it on you and make things right with the spirit. You will know if you have been tricked or cursed if you find yourself lost and going deeper into the woods, or perhaps in circles. It's said in some lore that simply crossing a Leshy's path can cause you to become lost in the forest. So if you find yourself in this situation, the first thing to try is to make the Leshy laugh. And this can be done by taking off your clothes and putting them on backwards, as well as putting your shoes on the wrong feet. So this would definitely make me laugh by just doing that. It's worth a try, and usually this works, but if not, you can drive them away with prayer, or making a cross, or applying salt to a fire. So it's said if you befriend a Leshy that they will share with you the secrets of their magic, and it was very common for the shepherds and farmers to make pacts with a Leshy to protect their crops and livestock. And some of these pacts were known to be successful and others not, due to the Leshy's mischievous nature. Even with all of their tricks, though, the Leshies were not known to be evil. They just enjoyed misguiding humans, kidnapping young women, okay, but they have no real content for most humans. There are tales about Leshy tickling humans to death through different stories, but most lore tells of their tricks and less about them harming humans. So let's talk a little bit about the lifestyle of the Leshy. They typically lived alone in the woods or with their family. The Leshy will take a wife called a Leshiye. I don't know if I said that right. A human woman who is cursed or fallen when she leaves the village to reside with the Leshy. And they will also have children, some who they bore to them and their wife, and others that are not theirs, but rather children who gone missing in the forest. In the lore, it is said the Leshy will abduct babies who have not been baptized, as well as children who entered the woods to find berries or fish. And other tales tell of the Leshy also taking in children who were cursed and sent away to live in the forest. And it's also said when they are not causing a ruckus with getting humans lost in the forest, they will drop in at a local tavern for a drink, usually drinking buckets of vodka. So next, guys, we're going to dive in and talk about the appearance of the Leshy. The Leshy have many appearances and forms. They're shapeshifters. When they have the appearance of a man, their eyebrows, eyelashes, and right ear are missing, and their faces are somewhat pointed. When they appear as an old man, they look extremely wizened, and they are covered from head to toe with long, tangled green hair of fur. When a giant, they have stars for eyes, and when they walk, they cause which way the wind blows. Their skin is as rough as the bark of a tree, and due to their blood being blue, their skin will have a cool appearance. When their pale skin is flushed, their skin as well being so pale is a stark comparison to their vibrant green eyes. Ooh. Some tales depict them with horns and cloven hooves. They will wear their shoes on the wrong feet as well, and this is the reason it amuses them to see humans do the same. They don't cast a shadow, and they can be either the size of a mountain or as small as a blade of grass. They can also take form of an animal, any animal, and usually they will take the shape of a bear or wolf, who they have special ties to, as well as they are under their special protection. So this is all, of course, under the assumption that you do see them. Seldom they are never seen, but rather heard whistling, laughing, or singing amongst the trees. While it is depicted in some modern-day TV like Supernatural that Leshy have eaten people, this is untrue of the spirits. In fact, it's kind of the opposite. They will bless their followers with the knowledge of their magic rather than harm them. And you can find newer depictions of the Leshy in modern media in a card game called Inscription. You will probably find the depiction in this game the most accurate of the old man in the woods, as the Leshy are known. So in conclusion, guys, you can go and do your own research on the Leshy, and it's been quite fun. And I hope you guys enjoyed my little episode on the God of the Forest. And remember, if you do happen to get lost in the woods, it won't hurt to undress and put everything on backwards. Give yourself a good laugh at least, and hope it pleases the forest gods to find your way to the right path. But remember, guys, please respect the forest and nature. So I'm going to shuffle my Clash of the Cryptids deck and find another creature to study and talk about. And guys, just subscribe, like, share out, leave me a comment, and I will see you guys with the next little episode.